beautifulness, the happiness, the very much awaited gratitude, the heart of children. They will greet you. The gift of Christmas, the celebration of Christmas. What comes with it? What happens? It is not only a period of joy, it's a period of sadness. Sadness because not all parents can afford to do that for their children. But the parent is saddened. But the kid or the kids are saddened. Some will understand that the parents don't have it, and they will make do. Let it be one square meal. Let it be one ceremonious meal. Some will have it. Some cannot. Overall, you will see the graceful attitude of your children, of our children. You see, that child or those children you've not been able to wake up in the morning have a mechanical alarm in their brain telling them it is time to jump up. It is time to go and wait and stake out their parents to see what they have in store for them. Awareness, alertness is something in everybody. Your alarm is something that is built inside of you, and it is you that will set it. It is you that will program it, and you know when to get up. You don't need to be called. You don't need anybody to throw water on you. You don't need anybody to blow the air horn on you for you to get up. For 365 days, you remember -1. That one is the day for you. You cannot equate it with your birthday. But Christmas is also for adults. That is when they congregate. That is when people from different places visit you. This is when your long relatives you've not been able to see a year, 2, will decide to come home. They have been saving, and they will say, we are home. We have come. We have come to see if you all are still alive. To see if all of you are still breathing. And then the exchange of pleasantries, commendations. Oh, you look so good. Oh, you've grown taller. Oh, you've gone bigger. Very refreshing. And then to the sick, you comfort them. I'm glad I'm home to see you. I'm glad I can offer you some relief. In God's name, all will be well with us. You think it is just Christmas? No. It is also our lifestyle. the way we live. You know we have families. You know we are in different places. You know the environment we strive. You know it is not safe. You know that your people are not safe. You know that you are struggling for the rainy day. You know that you are away from home to one day come back and see your people. Where are you coming to if the people are not there? Where will you be coming to if that land is not there? Where will you be coming to if you cannot recognize those in your compound? Where will you be coming to if there is no celebration to come to? Where will you be coming to if the occupier of your compound questions you? What are you looking for? What is your name? This is no longer your compound. If you're lucky, you'll be given immediate order to leave. If you're not lucky, that will be the last time you step inside that your old compound alive, and you'll be history. Do you see? Do you see the way we are? We must be alert. We must set our alarm. We must put everything in place and make sure that all these things are well preserved. Anything void of this is useless. It's detrimental. And there will be no excuse for us to be alive and then go through the humiliation. The alarm you set, the alarm children can even set, they know that there is something to be thankful for. You, an adult, what are you thankful for? Of all your toilings, of all your willing and dealings to survive, who and who will survive with you? Is it just you? Or will you accumulate all those well to come back? There is no village. Becomes penny wise, pound foolish. Gather all your wealth. The children will not be there to celebrate with you. They are now subject to the janjaweed because they will occupy your village. They will clear the adults and they will leave the children to assume their names. Musa, Mustafa, Alhaji, Abubakar, whereas Oji is gone. That Oji will not remember you, will not remember your name. History will only say there used to be. And subsequently, as they grow up, they attach themselves to those that know that raised them. Where are you? Your women are not worried because you failed them. And for them to survive, They have to adapt to their new environment. And the young boys, when they grow up, they are not yours anymore. A period of 15 years. 15 years, you have a different generation based on the birth rate. That 15-year-old boy will marry Fulani woman. And they start raising children. The percentage and the odds against your tribe that were spared continues to dwindle. Take, for instance, those that were born during the war to the Fulanis. What happened? You see them speaking Igbo, and they are challenging your own compound, in your own town. How much more when they are occupying it? Set your alarm. The time has come. It is the hour. Our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu set the alarm. He set the alarm for us. For those that understand, for those that know what that alarm means, for those that know why he set that alarm, pay attention. He established the SN, Eastern Security Network, for you to wake up. These are the people that will protect you. These are the people that will drive the enemies away. Where do you stand? Are you still roaming around looking for bribery so that you can betray your own people? The Eastern Security Network he set up, they will need to be funded. They will need to be taken care of. And the bank name is Chase Bank. Account name is Indigenous People of Biafra Patriots, Inc. I will say that again. Account name, Indigenous People of Biafra Patriots, Inc. The account number is 669680115. If you're using Zelle, the email address is ipobusana@yahoo.com. In other words, for you to remember it easily, I say osana@yahoo.com. ipobosana@yahoo.com. Two words there you will remember. IPOB, Osana. If you remember IPOB, the next is Osana@yahoo.com. God bless those youths that have their alarm set. They woke up. They volunteered. They know it is time to save our people. It is time to save the weak. It is time to preserve our future. What other gift supersedes this? What other gift are you looking for? It is your Christmas gift. It is something you cannot easily get anywhere. When others can ignore you, when others can say you don't exist, they don't care what happens to you. These people volunteered. They volunteered for you. Show them appreciation. Show them you value your Christmas gift. Thanks to our leader. And thanks to the volunteers.
Let my people go. Let my people go. Let my people go. Announcement. There will be fasting and prayer for crossover night prayer for Ipob/Biafrans worldwide on Thursday, the 31st of December 2020 by 12 a.m. Biafra time. Theme: Biafras, rejoice, for Chukwu Kikabiama has turned our captivity. The book of Psalm 126, 1-3. Duration of fast should be according to one's capability. Biafrans, let's cross over to the land of plenty, the land of rising sun. 2021. A year to be remembered for Biafrans. This message was prepared by Evangelist Ozak Nwokike, Pastor Frederick Mohia, Pastor Chris Wise, and it was signed by Mazi Oscar Okeke, head of IPOB Religious Affairs Committee. 2021, a year to be remembered for.
Oh yes, that is the way it is. Pharaoh, let my people go. No. Fulanis, leave us alone. No. We will dominate you. No, we want to be free. Fulanis, no. What else do you want? We will tell you that we want to be one. We will tell you that one Nigeria, a brotherhood, yeah? And they are there. They are in your backyard. And we hammer and we say it. But people cannot listen. Yesterday, we were on a path, and I cut it short. Today, I will finish the rest. I will finish the rest. What was I saying? Who are you? Evaluate yourself. Ask yourself, oh my goodness. Let me tell you one thing. When you are marked out to die, no amount of corny will save you. You have some people that have made themselves noticeable. They are not with you. Like I told you yesterday, when they are not with you, they are against you. Igbos. The Igbos are the hunted. And some Igbos who are the hunted are joining the hunters hunting the Igbos to hunt the Igbos. Are you one of them? You can deny. You put yourself in a very precarious position. You bring out yourself, like we pray to God, expose the people that are against your children at your own time, at your own choosing. Because what we are doing is what you have ordained. And we are doing it through your servant you gave to us, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The people you are saving are here fighting, and there are people trying to set it back, and they will fail. They will fail woefully. They will fail. They will fall like a coconut from the palm tree. The only time you know is when it hits the ground. There are things we look at, and people debate. The people debate. What are you debating? We are the ones that need to protect ourselves. You don't want anybody to protect you. You will protect yourself. And all those that were supposed to protect you and they failed to do it, they are bashing us. They are bashing our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is bashing emanating from failure, negligence of duty. Shame. A doctor is not recognized in his own country, but others recognize that doctor which you reject. What a shame. Our leader established Eastern Security Network, and you have people trying to say what they can and what they cannot do. And to me, we have achieved the milestone. We have achieved it. Is it going to stop there? No. We will ensure that everything we do is as prescribed by our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we are doing it. We are doing it majestically. We are doing it in confidence, and we will continue to do it that way. If you don't like it, you take a dive somewhere. Take a dive somewhere. When you have people that will congratulate our leader for that achievement, what stops you? What stops you? You're stopped because it is out of jealousy, act of wickedness, inability to accept the truth, your inability to toe the line with your people, your inability to see that you are a nobody. It is a nobody that you have brought to yourself. Nobody brought it to you but you, because you have made yourself odd man out, and you cannot expect people to side with you when you do that to yourself. What we are fighting for is for our survival. What we are fighting for is for our existence. What we are fighting for is the salvation, the preservation of our culture, of our identity. But those that want to kill you, those that want to do all sorts of things to you, don't give a damn. They don't care. They don't care. If they don't care, if they don't even feel anything for you than to murder you, what are you waiting for? They told you they don't care for you. They told you that the estate, not a country, called Nigeria, belong to them. And they came down from Futajelan to occupy your land. What a shame. What face will you have to face the world and tell them, oh, the Fulanis occupied my village. The Fulanis occupied my town. I am a refugee. Now, with your status, you have become acclaimed, documented, international refugee. You ran away from your town. You failed to defend your town. You failed to defend your ancestors. Not only that, you committed the worst crime when you denied their names. When you ran away, not even identifying yourself to them. And you call yourself an Igbo. And we are too eager to showcase Igbo culture abroad, not home. And where is the root of that culture? Igbo land. And where is the Igbo land? Not in existence. It used to be there. Who is to blame? Were you not warned? Did you not have a leader? Your leader was there. Your leader stood strong. Your leader protected you. Your leader spoke for you. Your leader challenged your enemies. And your leader said, I will never abandon my people. What were you doing? Did you not set the alarm in your brain? Did the alarm not go off? Did you not hear our leader speaking? Did you not listen to Radio Biafra? Did you not listen to your youths who defied the odds, who defied the bullets, who defied the Janjaweeds, and said, I am somebody. I want to be recognized. I want to be given the chance to speak. I want to be given the chance to work, to make a living, to utilize the resources the Chukwu Okike Abiyama gave to me. But that's not the case. You have people. You have people hell-bent on killing you. They have a policy. A Bello, Ahmad Bello. Yesterday, I gave you a piece of his mind. In 1956, before the independence, before the lied country made out of lies, said, you are one Nigeria, that it is your native land. And then they told you boldly that you are not the same. What other gift do you want? Why will they continue to tell you one Nigeria, but they are telling you you are not the same? They have lived on lies. The country was built on lies, but their actions magnifies the whole thing. They are out to kill you. 56, he told you. Northernization policy. 1960, after we Biafrans and the Oduduwas have fought to be free from Britain, the Fulani said no. We will choose Britain to continue to rule over us then, and we will rule over you. Britain is our master, and we are the enforcers, and you are the slaves. Few days after declaration of independence, here comes another venomous utterance from Bello.
This new nation called Nigeria shall be an extension of the estate of a great father, Usman Dan Fodio. We must ruthlessly prevent a change of government. We must use the people of the Middle Belt as willing tools and the people of South as conquered territory, and never let them rule over us. Never let them control their own future. Speech by Sir Ahmadu Bello on 12th October 1960. This new nation called Nigeria shall be an extension of the estate of a great father, Usman Dan Fodio. We must ruthlessly prevent a change of government. We must use the people of the Middle Belt as willing tools and the people of South as conquered territory, and never let them rule over us. Never let them control their own future. Speech by Sir Ahmadu Bello on 12th October 1960. This new nation called Nigeria shall be an extension of the estate of a great father, Usman Dan Fodio. We must ruthlessly prevent a change of government. We must use the people of the Middle Belt as willing tools and the people of South as conquered territory, and never let them rule over us. never let them control their own future. Speech by Sir Ahmadu Bello on 12th October 1960.
This is the lesson of today. I would like people to call in when the line opens to tell me what they understand from that speech from Bello. They should explain when you call. Explain what you understand by that which Bello said. You had it. I will play it again. And if you really think deep and understand it, then the question is, why do you have your brothers dancing to the tune of the Fulanis? Why do you have the Sabos, those that are a little bit older than you, still betraying you? Are they not the willing tools? Are they not the willing tools? Not limited to the region of Biafra. They said the South, which includes the Oduduwa and the Middle Belt. And they will never allow us to rule over them. Nor will they allow you to get a hold of your future, because it is the estate of their father, Othman Dafodio. Ladies and gentlemen, people of Eastern region, people of Oduduwa, and people of Middle Belt, where do you stand? Is this an apparition? Are you dreaming? Is there anything you're not seeing that is real? And when you see all these things, you wonder where your fathers are coming from. You wonder why they are misbehaving. You wonder why they are selling you out. You wonder why they are paying them so much money to sell their ancestral land to the Fulanis from the Futajelon. They have told you where they come from. They come from Futajelon. And right in your backyard. What a shame. To take it over with the help of the people like Ozadema, Okorocha, Obiano, Ikpeazu, Wike. You keep naming them. And then those in the Senate. They lied to you. But they told you the truth. They lied to you that you are one country. They lied to you that you are brothers and sisters. But one time they told you, we are not the same. There's nothing holding us together. But for the fact that the resources we need is there, we are one. You remember the oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa. A lot of things that point to you that these people don't give a damn about you. All they care is resources. And to get those resources, to support their children, they have to do what they have to do. Even if it means dealing with you ruthlessly, they will do it. And that ruthlessness, you are seeing it. They are exhibiting it every day, everywhere. When a whole father with his new car is pulled over, stretched out in the middle of highway and being beaten with stick in the middle of the road by the Janjaweeds in the army uniform. After lashing your butt, you will go back and say, I'm happy to be a Nigerian. Yeah. That beating will ever remain in your memory. Beaten by your fellow man. Not that you cannot fight back. Not if he says one-on-one, let's exchange blows, that he'll beat you. No. He has his agenda to deal with you ruthlessly. Will never allow you, even if it's through intimidation. They will apply it. What will you tell your children? Look at the faces of your children when you are being beaten in the middle of the street or even on the highway with a stick, a huge stick, bigger than the one used in rearing cows. They will tell you, lie down on the dirt in the street. You cannot resist. And they will lash you. And you'll be crying. I am proud to be one Nigerian. They have no value for you. They have no respect for you. They don't even want to see you. And then see the psychological damage your children will suffer. Our father that disciplines us is being beaten by a soldier for crime, I don't know what. Why are the other senators not talking except Abaribe? I may ask you. These are the ones that are the willing tools, those that have been used. Those that have been used to stop you from progressing. Those that have been used to make sure that you will never handle your own future, your own destination, your own destiny. To make sure they go borrowing. Our leader said, when you borrow, don't hold Biafra responsible, because we are not going to pay. The same people, they make sure that you don't have your future. They used Wike to kill hundreds of your youth. Not only that, Wike involved himself with organ trafficking. Obibo massacre. Did you see hundreds of our children retrieved when we raised the alarm? They had already taken them out of the state, out of their fatherland, out of their whole land to the north, where they will be killed and their organs harvested. If that's not the case, why did Wike allow them to be airlifted from their fatherland? Why did Wike not condemn the removal of this youth from their land? Why did Wike not condemn it? But he was the one that orchestrated the killings. They will never allow you to control your future. And they will never allow you to rule over them. Hundreds of more Biafran Jews airlifted from the ruins of Obibo massacre to Fulani SS army camps in the north. Wike supervised it. Hundreds. you see the names of those rescued. And then the names of those that are still missing. I will open the phone, but I gotta read them. Ogo Kiheme, Ikenopra, Ambrose Ume, Mark Ozadema, Emma Felix, Ositadema Boy, Ubuku Asisi, Wisdom Chibike, Wisdom Emeka, Austin Mba, Ejike Somto, Chukwu Emmanuel, Dike Mbono, Oke Osisi Philip, Oliver Badmos, Okechukwu, Ekechukwu, Pius Vincent, Boniface Okafor, Mbadiwe Godwin, Sima Man, Joseph Mwaba, Mr. P, Omene Happy, Ezimo, Gozie Oliver, Nwamadi Monday, Izune Gilbert, Nwabeze Chinyeze, Favor Uchenna, Ego Samuel, Ibenwolu Faith, Abel Daniel, Young Winner, Purple White, Freedom Keke Boy, Obinna Ikechukwu, Adonai Uwakwe, Celestine Uwakwe, Arinze Water, One Man Mobile, Onye Mamechi, Chukwudonso Andrew, Chikwado Hosanna, Ndubisi Officer, Samuel Jaja, Okoli Kanayo, Kosi Sochukwu Ojiako, Miracle Ojiako, Uzo Oma Ojiako, Titus Emeka, Goodness Nwabaruku, Victor Ajogu, Matthias Onidoma, Ogechukwu Raphael Asadu, Raphael Obinna Asadu, Osmond Osita Mama, Kevin Obaka Ugu, Chukwudubem Eze, Ozioma Kosolu Udechi, Raphael Simon Ngweze, Onyebuchi John Omeje, Madukwe Helen Nwanyị, Patrick Anayochukwu, Ezugu Uchenna Thomas, Oko Timothy Chima, Julia C. Chukwu Diokoro, Ogbo Godwin Omale, Ernest Ugochukwu Eleje, Linus Sunday Okoro, Sebastian Asogwa, Livinus Onyebuchi Ojoba, Innocent Ugweke, Simon Akannamadi, Elizabeth Nnaji, Madabuchi Joseph Eze, Eberechukwu Promise Okpe, Omeje, Christopher Peter, Promise Ijeoma Eze, Apollonia U. Abo, Ugu Anthony Okechikel, Cosmas Ugwu, Benedict Ezugu, Nelson Atama, Michael Ugwuanyi, Godwin Atama, Emmanuel Atama, Obinna Oji Godwin, Chukwu Emeka Ome, Lanus Uroko Eze, Martins Oluchukwu Ugwoke, Eze George Okudile, Geoffrey O. Ugweke Obolafo, Nwodo Emmanuel Ogbonnaya Obolafo, Mama Remigius Odinaka Bolo Afo, Ben Chukwuemeka, Oloko Obolafo, Nnama Celestine, Chinwe Obolafo, Desmond Onyebuchi Eze Obolafo, Charles Ugwu Obolafo, Chinwe C. Nestor Ezeme Obolafo, Ezeme Nestor Chiki Obolafo, Nkeme Faith Amaka Obolafo, Eze Ikechukwu Obolafo, Gerald Ugochukwu Abonyi Obolafo, Eze Ugwu Paul Ikechukwu Obolafo, Odo Krian Obiaro Obolafo, Odo Michael Ifeanyi, Boniface Okafo, Mbadiwe Godwin, Simaman Joseph Nwaba, Omene Happy, Ezimo, Gozie Oliver, Nwamadi Monday, Izune Gilbert, Nwabeze Chinyeze, Favor Uchenna, Ego Samuel, Ibo Wolu Faith, Abel Daniel, Young Winner, Pepper White, Freedom Kekeboy, Obinna Ekechukwu, Adonai Uwakwe, Celestine Uwakwe, Arinze Water, the name goes and goes. What a crime. And if you listen to the names, you will know that these were people abducted from their homes, because they are all families. They are all families. The evidence is there that these were people in their homes and they were adopted, taken away. Wike must give an account. What happened to these people? I gave you an assignment. What is your take? What is your understanding from what Ahmadu Bello said? And if you apply his statement to what is happening today, then you know that anybody that works against the restoration of Biafra, the rise of the South and the Middle Belt, you know that person is not worth living. You know that person is worse than the Fulanis. Because the Fulanis are fighting for the future of their children, to rule over your children. Then what are these saboteurs fighting for? What are they fighting for? If they can support the Fulanis to rule over you. One more time, I will play that audio from Ahmadu Bello. Then you call him to tell me what you understand from that statement as it affects us today.
This new nation called Nigeria shall be an extension of the estate of our great father, Usman Dan Fodio. We must ruthlessly prevent a change of government. We must use the people of the Middle Belt as willing tools and the people of South as conquered territory, and never let them rule over us. Never let them control their own future. Speech by Sir Ahmadu Bello on 12th October 1960.
Oh yes, that's the one Nigeria they want for you, and that is why we are in this mess. Thanks to our leader, thanks to ASEAN, Eastern Security Network, help them to stop these Janjaweeds from the Futajelon. They have declared your ancestral land the estate of their father. Call number +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Good morning from here.
My name is Simon. I know we're calling from Amelia, Spain. The Chukwuka Caribbean and bless every IPOB family members all over the world. Yes, our able leader. Well, bless every IPOB any one of us, any Biafra working anywhere supporting for this restoration of Kingdom of Chukwu Abiyama on earth, may He protect and guide their going out and coming in. And bless anything you lay your hand. May He be blessed. In the mighty name of Chukwu Abiyama, I pray. He said. This type of last record he played, some of our people, they don't understand it. But the team is playing a role. It's hindering us in different ways. But we don't see it. Sometimes some people that finish school in Nigeria, they will ask you if you're looking for work. They will tell you to go and get a letter from one of these persons, one radio and this and that. Because anything you want to do there, they will not allow you. Even if you want to bring anything good, they don't want it. I could remember like 2013, when we were doing something of procurement that time. There was an awesome company. We joined a partner with them, who managed to convince them to come to Nigeria. It's an energy company, they do also recycling. But due to our project face the Eastern States, because we want everything in Eastern States, they never allowed us. This is during the time of Okorocha. That is when I know that these people doesn't want us to. They don't want anything good in that our side. That is when I ask myself, then what are we doing every time they go Abuja? What are they doing there? How can you be with people who doesn't want you to exist? Who doesn't want anything good? Because if you listen to this audio message, don't even allow them to even control their future. What kind of wickedness is this? And tomorrow somebody wants me to see being in one Nigeria. After you suffer and do anything, pay your education, get your degree, but if you come to Nigeria, they will rubbish you. One doesn't know anything, will decide whatever will happen to whatever I want to do. This is how they reduce us. We are not human beings. We are nothing in Nigeria. But the Nigeria that breathe today is we Biafrans that make it to breathe. How long can we continue to be slave to these people? But we said no. That is why every one of us will do anything to support this Eastern Security Network, because we have everything we need there. If some of you that have lived in Israel, or if some of you go and check what this Israeli defense idea, what it means. That is what makes Israel to be whatever they did today. We never ever thought to protect ourselves before, and this is it. So, Eastern Security Network have come to stay, and it must grow more. Must grow more. Nothing our enemy can do. Those are saying that Nnamdi Kanu doesn't have anybody, that he doesn't have anything prepared. Shame on you guys. He can just start blapping, yapping. As long as you are out of this ordained family, IPOB, to restore this kingdom of Chukwu Abiyama on earth, the grace will depart from you. And there's nothing, any other thing he can do.
Thank you,
and that will be your downfall. Nobody can stop the restoration of kingdom of Chukwu Abiyama on earth here. That's what I'm saying. We must continue. Be courageous. We must continue. Biafra must be restored. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, Mazaloji. Oh, hey, Biafra, sign off from here.
Thank you. They gave you their own version. They gave you the take when it comes to one Nigeria, what they think it is. It is the estate of their father. Call your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, sir.
Good morning from here.
Thank you, sir. My name is Mazi Chukwueze from South Africa. Please, I want to ask a question. don't mind, please. This clip that you played now, it was Zik, part of the people that were present when this man was saying this, or has he ever heard this clip? I'm talking about Zik.
I don't understand your question. Let me tell you what it is.
Yeah.
That speech was made by Amadou Bello. He made that speech.
Yes, sir.
It was a live speech.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And he made it to the world, and the world had it. Just like Bello himself said that you will be hired on contract. And when the contract terminates, they will let you go. It is the same man that said that you are somebody who wants to progress and they will not let you. That they are after the future of their children. And instead they will hire you. They will hire an expatriate. And I gave you examples of what they did yesterday. So today is a continuation of his speech. That speech, he made it 12 days after Nigerian independence.
Okay.
Okay.
So, the reason why I asked this question, I was also part of the program of yesterday, and then just for the benefit of our people that are listening also. Then why I asked this question, if this was in the view of the whole world, why was Zik there and Ifajuna and the over 5 million people were killed just because Amadou Bello wants us to be a slave to them? And that if this clip also is played today again now, after over 60 years, why is our people sabotaging this struggle of getting free from Amadou Bello's witch and his people? You know, after you play this clip, even the one of yesterday, this is the question that has been in my mind. I couldn't get answer for it. Why our people lifted from Obibo? Just because Amadou Bello and the rest of Fulani said we must be a conquered territory. And the Okeziba, Zudevu, and the rest of them, and the little Awike, supervise the killing of our people. Just
are they not the willing tools?
Fulani want us.
Are they not the willing tools? They are the willing tools.
That's what they are. They are. Now, if this whole thing has been like this, I'm suggesting that our people have heard this, and we are also going to say we are not going to allow it to happen. This our generation is not going to allow it to happen. So let's all rise up and support ESN and whatever our leader says we should do, for we to be free from this bondage that has lingered for over 100 years, because it's also not only Amadou Bello, it's also from the person that he was dedicating that voice record to that which is Usman Danfodo. So if that is the case, we have to be free. It doesn't matter who stands on our way. We are going to march them down, and our freedom must come. We are not the same thing with these people. We are not conquered territory. We will never be. That's my submission this evening. God bless you, sir.
God bless you too. Thank you very much. That's the way it is. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Yeah, I agree with from WhatsApp, and this is okay for you to see where in the West, I appreciate you for what you did for your motherland. We appreciate our hard call all over the world, have fanaticals, and our leader, Mazen Nando Kukala Kama Alosus. We say wherever he is, our temple for him. Mazi, about the topic we are discussing today, you raised. Anyway, let me make an announcement before I go there, please. It's very important, Mazi. We have an intel, Mazi Alozie. From our intel is signaling now that there is a plan to absorb a high-ranking officer. So if you are a high-ranking officer in this Ipob, and they are traveling to Biafra land via Iguacha airport, please suspend it. The saboteurs, the informers has given their signal to the event. They are waiting there. This is 100% confirmed. If you're a principal officer or high ranking, please, and they want to land through you, avoid to change your ticket, or better see they can suspend it. That is number one. And number two is about our medicals here in Europe and UK, United Kingdom. You can reach Mazi, Dr. Lois Okachi, for our medicals in UK, wherever you are in the UK. And his number is +4479 0060 3759. Please note this. He is a practicing medical doctor. If you call him, you don't get it, leave him a message. He will get back to you. This is a WhatsApp line. I will repeat the number again. +4479 0060 3759. Likewise, if you are anywhere in Europe here, we are too big here in Europe, you can call our European rep, Mazi Austin Abani, on +417 866 194 61. I will repeat the number. +417 866 194 61. Mazi Austin Abani, our European rep. Mazi, about the clip we are talking about. Mazi, do you remember this man? Do you know where he was broadcasting? He was broadcasting in the United Kingdom, in London then. And when we talk about sick, people say we are castigating sick. Was Zeke not there then? When this man was born, when he made this statement in Radio London, that's where he made the statement. And up to now, his people are going, they are still renewing that which he said. Even upon his death, there was some time ago, Atiku and Co, they went to his grave, invoking this man. They are still respecting that man, they still go to his grave up to, as I speak with you now. When anything happened, they go there and they start invoking this man. And that, as if that was not enough. What of Farouk and Adamumazi? What did he say about our people? That after 4 years, what will happen? Then, where are these our useless governors, our elite? Who said the elite? Mazi, we don't have anybody. So Mazi Namdi Okukalo. Who brought us? Who are showing us the way? We know. We have never had a leader. Since 1976, when this is the Ohanese was formed, what have they done for us? Were they not there? 12 days after independence, were they not there? Did they do anything? Mazi, in a nutshell, we don't have anybody. It's only Mazi Nandikaro we have. And by grace of God, we are going to break that cheese. We have already broken it already. We have known that they are sick and they're on their knees begging now. The revise will be the court and we are revising it, Mazi. That's how I have to leave it here. I remain okay for you from WhatsApp line. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For the ears to hear the estate of their father, your father's land, your ancestral land is the estate of Ottoman Danfodio, and they are hell-bent on taking it. And your brothers are hell-bent on helping them get it. I wonder where they're coming from. I wonder who gave birth to this Efulefus. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Mazi, good morning. My name is Chiyok. I'm calling from Mason. Thank you for the enlightenment this morning. Actually, when that clip was played, I felt as I have never felt before. The truth of the matter is that we are enslaved. And you asked a question, and it's the question I just wanted to respond on. You see, most of us who have lived very close to these evil people, Fulanis, they are disciplined and they plan ahead of time, disciplined in their evil way. They follow a strategy. And one of the ways this man has the authority to open up all this thing before even the so-called counterparts who are Biafras, who are with him, dining with him, laughing with him while he insults their people and even the generation. It's because they have already known us that any little thing, when you link that discussion to what Gowon said, that if he had known that these people love money so much, he would have even shot a shot. He would have just allowed them to kill themselves or to do the war. The problem is, the solution is if we can discipline ourselves. The problem is we are dining with the enemies. Most of us will follow Nigerian politics. Look at the way they criticize Buhari. They thought that they are really criticizing Buhari. They are not. That's their strategy. Because they know that somebody has to go occupy that position. And it's the same our people they are using. God has blessed us. In fact, the last speaker you see, he spoke it very well that it is going to turn around. God has brought Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and that's why they hate him. They didn't hate him because he will kill them. They hate him because he is opening the eyes of everybody. Nobody could speak. Nobody could talk. It's only this man. Sometimes I wonder, is this man a human being? I don't think Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a human being because he is supernatural. He is superhuman. In fact, when I go back and listen to him, it looks like God has sent him to liberate us. But our people, though, is not different from what Jesus Christ passed through, even in the Bible. God has sent Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to liberate us. I was telling my wife the other day, look at this man. I wasn't a follow-up. I was among the people who say, it was even, what is that? But now I do that everything from the mouth of this man, God Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, has come to pass. Not even one that has fallen. And he is enlightening us very, very well. Mazi, we will have to work on making our people disciplined. The love of worldly things, the love of power, thinking that when you die with your enemy, they're going to love you. They will give you with one hand and will take the whole lot of it from the other side. So that's my submission this morning. That is why it looks like the man has the utterances to make that abominable speech. And we are still in a country called Nigeria today, and everybody say, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Look at what this man from what they call it, the Nigerian stupid Ebonyi State, or Nyimpios. Look at nonsense he said. Look at what he said. Igbo presidency, the people who are not, the other part are not Igbos, are not. Look at what, because all these people are really efulefus. They are all sank in that stupidity. Thank you very much. That's my submission this morning, sir.
Thank you. President, they will never allow you to rule over them. They will never. And any way you take, any way you pursue to find your way, they will destroy it. They will use your people. They will use your people. And it is working out very well. And the people they are using are those you think that are enlightened. Those you think that will understand what is happening. Those you think that can factor in advance and find a solution before the D-Day. No, they are not with you. No, they are confused. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Master.
Good morning, Chukwu Emmanuel. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. My name is Chukwu Emmanuel. I'm a native of Chicago, Ebonyi State, Biafra land. I agree to my leader, our leader, Mazinande Kano for a time like this. I greet you second time as Alozie for the way you are putting your topic every day. Yesterday, you play a tape of Ahmadu Bello. What he said 1952. Today, you played another one of 12 October 1960. This is planned by British and Fulanis in Nigeria. This 12 October comment was made in the mix of media. It is not in a hidden place. Somebody asked a question. It was made open that everybody heard it. But today is working. And Fulanis are terrible people. They follow it square all these years. And there was almost getting to the conclude. Because they have bribed as many people as possible. They have used position as a party to give some people the chance for them to conclude this assignment. But God have released our leader to come to defend this evil plan by the Fulanis and the British. Ndị Igbo sị na agha eyiri ya na-eri ngwụrọ. Agha eyiri ya na-eri ngwụrọ. But n'oge a ka ọ dị ka ga-asị ma eleghị anya. Agha ahụ eyiri eyi ọ ga-emecha rie ngwụrọ. The answer is no by IPOB, by Nnamdi Kanu. If not, agha eyiri eyi gara imecha rie ngwụrọ n'ihi. If you watch out what's happening in Igbo land today, you see what is going on. All these people we call senators, all these people we call governors, all these people, House of Rep, all these useless APC and PDP, useless Nigeria in Igbo land, they have all got over. But let me tell you, the Bible said, what shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Only Igbo, what are you going to gain if you sow your future, if you sow your unborn generation to Fulani? How many years are you going to stay and you'll die? Where is Nnamdi Azikiwe today? They have gone. And some of the mistakes Azikiwe made is what we are suffering. Because if Azikiwe stand on ground and Awolowo, Nigeria will not, there will be nothing like Nigeria. Because when the British saw the plan of the South, Azikiwe and Awolowo, then they see that these people are opening their eyes, and they are going to open their people's eyes then they dance with the Fulanese. They hand over Nigeria to Fulanese. You see, what is happening in Nigeria is just something anybody that God opened his eyes, like IPOB, like Nnamdi Kanu, when you see what is coming to Nigeria, you marvel. Because this is just the beginning. Without Nnamdi Kanu, Igbo race has gone forever. Because this is a plan many years ago, and they are working step by step, without mistake. The whole people you call man of God in Nigeria, mostly, let me say the whole, most of them have been corrupt. Mostly these people you call man of God, this mega churches, they are among of this plan. They are Muslim. Now they have converted to Christianity. And they are, many of them are using both Psalm and everything, converting many people to make sure this arrangement will be completed. But suddenly, our leader came up. So if you are any Igbo man, if you are any Southern person, and you have not understand what is coming to you, you are Mr. Sorry. If you are collecting money, if you are IPOB and you are collecting money to save your future, you are Mr. Sorry. Because a time will come, maybe you are alive, maybe you have died and gone, your children, unborn generation, will suffer for what you did. So, it is now or never. It is now or never. Let me stop here so far. Thank you very much, Alozie, for all the effort every day. And we are bringing the thing in a raw system so that anybody who hear it, anybody who has
Thank you, man.
ear,
Thank you.
will hear it and they will understand what is coming to them.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Our pastors are coming up. They are not the same we used to know. Now they understand what is going on. Now the churches understand that they are threatened as well. Now the churches are speaking up. Not the position they held before, when they were fooled, when they were used to play politics, though there are still some bad eggs amongst them. But today, most of the reverend fathers, most of the pastors are the ones summoning, telling the world what is happening, because they now believe that we are telling the truth. They now know we are telling the truth. They now know that they are being deceived. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yes, good morning, sir. Maza Alozie.
Good morning from here.
My name is Chukuma Ewuzie. I reside in Texas.
Go ahead.
Yes, the issue of today, the topic of today, is not just a statement. It was a command and a declaration. And when you look through down the history from the day that state declaration and command was made, you can see a fashion, you can see a trend.
It started from 1956. 1956, then
yes,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, the lives of Dr. Mayo Bara Akanibia were thinking above, were people stronger than Ahmadu Bello. Then Mbakwe was a man of the people, man of the people, man for his people, man with the conscience of his people. After that, the rest that we have seen on the stage. Just name them. Just name them. I'm not talking of our eternal leader, Ojukwu, who what he said 50 years ago is what Nigeria is waking up to now. Now, the rest, just name them. Aton Zeribe, let me mention him, went to Ghana and got turban. He shifted from his Christianity. I hope in his old age he's watching what is going on. The name, look at all of them. They want to kill our people because of position. And that position is to make them belong. Look at all our professors. Look at Professor Charles Toludo with all his accomplishments in the global scale. He's still playing fiddle to the Fulani. Look at our brother, Pat Otomi, with all his first class. They didn't even consider him for a ministerial appointment. What we have is incompetence and impunity reigning supreme over there. Now look at our politicians. Just look at them. When you see them, you see people who are taken from motor parks, who are backing others and killing their people, ready to spill their own blood, the blood of their people, just to achieve their purpose. Go to Middle Belt. Look at when Joseph Taka and Godwin Dabo came on the stream. You discover that they filled in the position that the command and the declaration of Ahmadu Bello. So the Fulani look at us and they look at us as fools, as pawns. But thank God for Chukwu Okike Abiyama, who at his time raised a defiant generation, a generation that says no, it will not happen. And he picked our own blood, our own bone, and our own flesh in the person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to go and lead that struggle, to lead the struggle. And that is why they tried, they heard him, they tried, God put them in check that you cannot touch his prophet or destroy his anointed. And they let him, and that is why every Igbo politician would do everything to get Nnamdi Kanu out of the way. But they are not God. God has come, judgment has come to Nigeria, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. So Nnamdi Kanu generation is the generation of enlightenment, a generation that says no, a generation of boldness to oppression, to oppressors, and that is what is sinking in now in the whole Nigeria with the coming of Eastern Region Network. The fire is burning. It's catching everywhere. They know it deep in their hearts that it's no longer going to be a business as usual. When God time comes, nobody can stop it. Thank you, Mazalozi, for giving me this opportunity. All must hail Biafra, whether they like it or not. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Those names existed. Some of them forgotten. And there are many more. Our inability to stay and plan together like the Fulanis has been costing us. We are going to change that. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, sir, from here.
Good morning.
My name is Mazi Emeka.
Welcome.
I'm calling from Indianapolis, USA. Mazi, God, may bless you for the work we're doing for people. I want to contribute in this particular clip you played today regarding the Ahmadu Bello speech. Mazi, I learned about this clip early 90s. I happened to grow up in the same village today where Awolowo came from. So, there's one argument. My father and his friend, Yoruba man, is a Otumba in Jebuland. They are talking some discussion. So, that my father asked him, why the man always advocates for them to buy land? Why can't Yoruba buy land in Igbo land? The man now told my father, that time, that Awolowo told them, because they usually have meeting those days, every time. Who told them that Nigeria is not their land, and Nigeria will break one day. Nobody should buy property outside their region, but they should sell property very cheap to people. In Ijebu land, there's a clay of pot. They do it as a monument circle. That pot is the pot will water when the pot face up, water on the fountain will pour inside, and the pot will fall down again. They will fall the water down. The man that told my father, see that in Oba Palace there. Did you see the meaning of that? This is the meaning that Igbo man will be investing everything they have in their land, but everything will go into their land. They won't even remember their own land. That's why today my father didn't have no property. That's why I begin to do my own research while growing up. That word is still sinking in my head. Asking myself, any Yoruba or any Fulani man that have property in our land, either the person is under government or shell. Government is paying, shell is buying the property for them. When they retire, they just give the property back to their land. And they see our own people now. We are educating them. And our so-called leaders in those days didn't even tell our people this. Not that they encourage them. Look at, I remember when the open trade fair, I was there alive. One of our father, Odume Ujuku, came to the gate, saying, in my cry. Okay? And people say they just want to, before 2 years, they'll make the profit. But let me tell you people here, in America, there's a house, there is 18th century. There's an 18th century house. People are not building home for 2 years to cover. People are building home for inheritance of their children. Look at everywhere. Banana Island, every island. What are they building for? Our own people. But yet, the man that come out single-handedly to change our life, to change the status quo. Rather, you people are thinking about your house, not to start sabotaging our leader. Shame on to you people. You people have eye, but don't have the spiritual eye to see the danger ahead of time. Many of us in IPOB, we are intelligent, we open, we can reason very fine now, know that Nigeria is not our land. That is why the stupid call itself the barrister, yes, Wike. So, what happened to your own father before? What they call his name? How God to pay his own judgment instantly. So other people that betray their own people, how the end go. Rather him to come, he didn't even think about the percussion. I pity the wife and the children. Because Wike must pay. Because if Wike didn't pay, others will do this one again. Wike must pay. Every day, my prayer point tonight is for Wike God to carry him as a hard mouth security. Come anywhere abroad. Then Wike will know that security only work in Nigeria, not everywhere. He's a murderer and he must treat as a murderer. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much. It is sad. Very, very sad. Very, very sad indeed. The new nation called Nigeria will be the estate of the Fulanis. They will make sure you don't rule over them. And they will make sure you cannot control your future. They are doing it. Are you going to say you've not had it? We have told you. We've been announcing it. We've been playing it. It's not the first time, not the second time, but this time it is time to revisit, refresh your mind, let you understand what is happening to us, why it is happening, and those that are involved. They are using your fathers. They are using your sons. They are using your in-laws to achieve their goal. Are your in-laws not intelligent? Are your fathers not intelligent? Why will they succumb to this kind of plan? Why? Why will a Fulani man carry out these measures and you have no plan to determine your future? Why do you oppose that person that have come to save you as if that person doesn't know what he is doing? Caller, your name and where you calling from?
My brother, good afternoon from here.
Good morning.
This is Mazi Odomba. Yes. This is Mazi Odomba from Oka, but in short, I'm on highway. I am so happy since yesterday, as I told you. And today, I am very, very happy after hearing your comment over the radio and the reaction of our people. I thank God for everything. I want to tell us Biafrans, we must not be afraid. We are going to face whatever that is coming our way. We are all heroes. We made mistakes, and that is past. We are going to build the kingdom of God here on earth, because this is the promise of God. So the Fulanis, I'm telling them, they should make haste so that they go back to where they belong, where they come from, where they belong. We know where they came from, and they must go back to where they came from, because our people say, in our age, in Igbo language, so I'm happy with Biafrans that now our able leader, the supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu, has united not only the Igbos, but the Biafrans and even the churches. Because formally, the churches, they don't understand what is happening. To fulfill what the Bible says, that they have eyes, they don't see. They have ear, they don't hear. But today, the prophet of God, who is Nnamdi Kanu, has opened the eye of everybody, and he speaks in the language we understand. So I will say, all hail Biafra. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All hail Biafra. Now they are beginning to see. Now they are beginning to hear. It is a task. It is not easy. It is not easy for you to be used to certain ways. Now you have to change. And you have to change for the good. Anything that leads to better ways is not easy. It is difficult. And anything that leads to the destructive way is very easy. It is a shortcut. The quickest way. No planning. How are you going to get money? I don't have time going to work 9 to 5. I don't have time going to work 7 days a week. I don't have time living with it. What are you going to do? Maybe you will go and rob the bank. That's the easy way. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yes, Mazi, good morning.
Good morning from here.
Thank you. My name is Mazi, my man, Ugo Onejaka. I am the national PRO of IPOB here in the United States, and I reside here in Washington, D.C., but I am from Amibo. Amibo in Olo, Amibo, home of the tiger, and the Amibo, home of King George. I thank you again, and I thank Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for all his efforts. Mazi, please, I want to talk and elaborate on this Eastern Security Network. There is a law, the law of the world, the law of the United Nations, the law of the Nigeria, and every law is the law that said that you should defend yourself, you must defend yourself, and that is self-defense. We have that law, the same law that say you have the right for your self-determination. And you have that law for self-security. Because it is only a tree that somebody will say that I will kill you and the tree will still stay there. As it stands now, these laws of self-defense is your right. It is the right that is guaranteed by all these nations, the whole nation of the whole world. That is the law that said that when you are in your house and then you have an intruder who is a thief, who come to kill you and kill your family, that you should defend yourself. You should defend yourself. And based on this particular law, this is how we come to have our Eastern Security Network. That Eastern Security Network is the law that has been guaranteed by Nigeria and by everybody. So when you are a part of Eastern Security Network, you are not breaking any law because it is a self-defense. And that is what it is. There is nobody that will tell you that you are breaking the law, and nobody in his right of mind that will say that what you are doing is not the right thing. Why are you doing it? You are doing it because of your self-preservation. You are doing it so that you can save your wife and you save your children. You are doing it because you have the elderly person in your house. You have your daughter that can be raped at any time by the Fulanis. You have your sons that their lives are not guaranteed. Anytime your children step out of the house, you will be worried about whether they come back or they will not. You, as this Eastern Security Network that was set up because the Biafrans, we have become an endangered species. You are a Biafran. You are from the so-called South Sato. You are from the so-called Niger Delta. You are from the East. As far as you are an Eastern person, your life is in danger. Because every time that you get out of your house, then you are being threatened. Mazi, these Fulanis have fomented this their formula of how they're going to occupy our land. This thing is something that they have planned so many years ago. But God helped them, and then they have this their Buhari. The Buhari came in power, and that is when they were emboldened. So what did they do? The Fulanis then they went after the service chief, the security of the country. Then they are the head of the security. Then they went for the finances. Then they are in the central bank. They are the one that are managing it. Then they came to the even NNPC, which is the money-making machine for the Nigeria. Then the Fulani headed it. So why do they do this? It's just to make all the money they can make. And what do they use this money to do? They use it and they concentrated it in the East to bribe everything bribable. They bribe our politicians. They bribe our chiefs in our village. They bribe all the people, even anybody that can be bribed, then they bribe them. So what next did they do? Then they just open up the border. Open up the border and so that all the Fulanis, because they've been wanting to take our land. So when they open up the border, all those Fulanis that migrated, millions and millions of them that migrated into Nigeria, where are they? They are in our bushes. And then they have been dropping the guns everywhere with the helicopter, giving them, and now they are kidnapping, and they are coming. They are coming from the north, from the, southern Kaduna, from Borno, from the middle belt. They are coming. They are on their way coming. But God, thank God Almighty, Nnamdi Kanu, thank you for answering this call. Now that we have established this Eastern Security Network, of which it is our right to have, then everybody can see now that the presidency have started saying that, the herdsmen, we don't want any herdsmen. Yes, because they are listening. They know exactly that we are not playing again. And they know definitely that they're not going to stop this. And this is the only thing that we have done. We have been talking now, but the action is here. So now I am calling on you. You are a Biafran. You are Biafran from the, the East. You are Biafran from the Niger Delta. You are Biafran from the South. I am calling upon you because all your farms has been occupied. No more stop and search on the road for the police just to come and be harassing you and taking the money from you. I am begging you now just to dip your hand into your pocket. That is it. This is the opportunity of lifetime. You cannot let this opportunity go by. We have to dip our hand in our pocket. You are a market person. You are a person, a businessman. You are even a pastor. You have your church. You have to preach this so that people will know that we have people who are protecting us. Now, these people are scared. Believe me, They are so scared now that they cannot go into our bush again. They are so scared again that when they are stopping you on the road, they will be watching their back because of the Eastern Security Network. So I am calling you here in America, you that is in abroad, you are that is in Europe, you are in Asia, and then you know that you have investment back home. You build your house, and then you don't have anybody guarding it. And even when you travel back home, you are not sure of your life. You're not sure if you will be kidnapped. You're not sure if they will kill you on the road. So I am begging you now, please, do whatever you can do, because any excuse you're giving is a stupid excuse. Giving an excuse before all that they want to foment war. No, there is nothing like war, because we have taken care of our own. We have our security now. Nobody is going to come and fight us. All this harassment of harassing you and then sending police and sending army, it is the end. They cannot do it. They know that any little thing that they do now, then it's going to be a very big problem. So they are cautioning. They are very careful in what they do. Their calculation is extremely monitored by everybody in the whole world. Remember, nobody have condemned that. Why did we form the Eastern Security Network? Because we did it, do what they have their Omotekun. Then you go to the north, then they have this area, they have their own. So now what we are doing is the right thing that we are doing. If you say that you're not going to support us, you mean that deliberately that you are so wicked and you are part of these wicked enemies. If you know that you're not going to support, if you are the person and you are still criticizing, and then you are still standing on the, sitting on the fence, and then cannot even support what you are doing, you know that you hate your family, you hate your children, and you hate your posterity. So I am begging you, no matter whomever you are, no matter how little it can be, please donate to Eastern Security Network. Donate it for our future. Donate it because we have been marked out to be exterminated by these people that hate us. Donate it because this is the only opportunity we have to save our fatherland, and that is what we are doing. We are not going to war for anybody, but we are ready for war if they come to us. Believe me, we are ready, and everybody should just stand, and then you stand your ground. In America, they say, stand your ground. If somebody is coming, and you have to stand your ground, defend yourself. Self-defense is never a crime, and this is what we have decided to do with the Eastern Security Network. So my brothers, my sisters, please, this is somebody that has been ganged up. They have ganged up against us. They have marked us to be exterminated. They have tried it several times. They did it during 1967, 1970 to just exterminate us. 3.5 to 5 million children were intentionally exploited, and then were exterminated. Then we are the hunger, starvation. Everybody died. People that know we are just polluted. Every state out of our country, out of Biafra land, we don't know where they are. That they want to exterminate. But thank God Almighty for Eastern Security Network. Please do the needful. Donate. Call that number and donate. No matter wherever you are, please do the thing. Even if it's little money, as little as kobo, whatever that you can do. If you are a child, if you are an adult, if you are a woman, if you are a market woman, no matter whomever you are, this thing is open for you to donate. This is not something you're going to be talking about somebody donating. You go to church, you donate the money in the church. You go to the church, then when they preach, you say, the tithe, you give the offering. But this one, you have donation for your safety. It is the donation that you're going to make so that you will sleep at night. The donation that you're going to make so that they will not kill your children. If you are sick and tired of your children being killed, then you have to do this donation. If you are sick and tired of your daughter being raped, you have to give this donation. If you are sick and tired of you being marginalized, no employment for you, you have to do this donation, because now, one at a time, we are taking the matter into our hand, and then Biafra is here with this Eastern Security Network. Thank you, Mazi. God bless you.
Thank you, Mazi Onyejiaka. Thank you very much. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. They have their agenda. They have their plans. They set it in motion. And it's been there for a very long time. And they're following their script. Where does that leave you? Being that we have revealed that, being that we have brought your attention to it, Being that you know what their plans are, and they have implemented these plans, what are you doing? Are you still dreaming? Are you still sitting on the fence? Are you still saying it is propaganda? For those of you that refuse to see the truth, I think your eyes are clear now. Your eyes are clear. Will you continue to sit on the fence? Will you continue to act differently? Stand and wait for them to do it, not us, them. You exclude yourself. Always sitting on the fence, letting others do it, while you regard yourself as wise and intelligent. And then you think the others are foolish. Their behavior, their devotion is not worth your time. Hear him again. Hear ye, oh hear ye. Those that have plans for you, hear ye. They are those that claim to be one Nigeria.
This new nation called Nigeria shall be an extension of the estate of a great father, Usman Dan Fodio. We must ruthlessly prevent a change of government. We must use the people of the Middle Belt as willing tools, and the people of South as conquered territory, and never let them rule over us. Never let them control their own future. Speech by Sir Ahmadu Bello on 12th October 1960. Gentlemen of the press and great people of Yoruba land and Nigeria, we welcome you to this epoch-making section convened to brainstorm on how to safeguard the security of lives and properties of our people in Lagos State and by extension Yoruba land and the states of Nigeria.
Now, you see, they know they have been duped. The Yorubas know they have been used. The South is under threat. And they are calling their people, wake up, set the alarm. The alarm has gone off. Wake up. What are people doing? Going in different directions. Now, I gave you an assignment. As a call, tell us what you make out of this statement. I know it has dumbfounded some people, many people. I know many of them cannot say, we can't believe this. Believe it, it is the truth. And let us take it piece by piece. Maybe you will understand. Let us take it one at a time.
This new nation called Nigeria shall be an extension of the estate of a great father, Usman Dan Fodio.
Yes. Their father, Ottoman Dan Fodio, from Fotajelon, an extension of the estate. They weren't missing word. They conquered Sokoto. They descended They kept spreading and said they will dip the Quran in the sea. Were they not determined? They are determined. I can't say they were. They are determined because they are still pursuing that policy. It is still ongoing. The estate of their father. If the new Nigeria, which they proclaimed in London, is the estate of their father, Ottoman Danfodio from Futajelon, what did Britain say? Nothing. What did they do? Nothing. They laughed over it. And they say, come, stay here and tell those Southerners your plan. And they said it. Ahmad Bello said it. In an open arena. Nobody disputed him. Nobody challenged him. 12 days after you said you are free from British rule. And Britain said, no, you're not. And we will be it, and we will do it in your face. We will tell you that we are your colonial masters. Therefore, Bello, come and tell.
From Oklahoma City in the USA, IPOB member here. Thank you for the topic this morning. And the responses so far, even though our responders usually they cut the response halfway and start from the back, and they don't go front. But I'll take myself to the front after just this brief comment. I am from Afikpo. Afikpo is in Ebonyi State, and Afikpo is the home of Dr. Ezogo Akanu Ibiam, the first governor of Biafra. So this topic about Bello's speech, from the time we started playing it on Radio Biafra, I used to laugh because these people, if we know these people very well, that his speech will not be shaking us. Because what we'll ask ourselves is, all this while, since that speech was made, what progress has he not made as people who are dominating, who have been exhibiting the spirit of domineering, as people who want to lord it over other people, as people who claim to be the owners of Nigeria and call it their estate. Mazi, I worked in Sokoto from 2008 to 2012. I only came back after that week that Dana crashed on the 4th of June 2012, and that was on a Sunday. Yeah. The next day, Monday, I went to Sokoto from Abuja, and my wife said, "You have to come home." And I started packing my things. On 30th June, I left that place. That same month. Because I was always flying that route. And she was so scared about that flight. So I lived in Sokoto. And I have been to the Sultan's Palace severally. And the tomb of this man that we are talking is there right inside the palace. And the tombs of other sultans that passed. Even there is one they decorated, they said it's Usman Danfodio, Ottoman Danfodio's tomb, which I doubt because his own is a long way back. So I don't know how they got that. It could be true. But on the whole, what I'm saying is that Sokoto, with all the name you hear about Sokoto has no development. In fact, the governor that was serving them when I was there they called it Wamako, Magatakada Wamako. He built a flyover, the first flyover in that state, in the city of Sokoto. They call it city now. City of Sokoto. And that flyover, no vehicle ever passes it. It's only Okada. Even Keke doesn't pass. Though they don't even have Keke. This tricycle is not in Sokoto as at 2012 when I left. There was none. It's only Okada. So they don't even have the traffic, not to talk of which one is climbing bridge. And then the whole of Sokoto, as you hear Sokoto does not have one supermarket. I mean, I don't mean shop where you have something like their own supermarket is. There are people selling Bonvita, Omo. They pack, you offload 2 cartons of Omo. You line it up. You offload 1 carton of sugar. You line it up, and all that's sachet, Indomie, and the rest. So that's their supermarket. Then you have a place where only where you have Igbo people, like one Igbo man who built a warehouse where, I don't want to call his name, he's even a pastor in one of the Pentecostal churches, built a warehouse where he stores batteries that he imports from China. So governor even commissioned it when he finished the warehouse. So as a big project. You can imagine that, where somebody selling battery. So these people, I'm just starting with Sokoto because everything we talk about Sokoto as the place where the almighty Sokoto, where the control is the seat of power. There is nothing there. I have been to Shagari's house about 3 times in Shagari village and in his house in Sokoto where he lives when he was sick. We go there, we go to greet him.
My brother,
nothing. There's no
I
development.
understand what you're saying. My question is, how is it relevant to what he said and what is happening?
No, what I'm saying is that our people, when they keep hearing this Madubelo, Sultan of Sokoto, the kind of fear, a lot of people are imagining this Sokoto must be like, if, for instance, it was like above Lagos, that is where this thing is, they are controlling Nigeria from the Oba's palace in Lagos. People can say, oh, Lagos, maybe that's why Lagos is like this, and because we have the only development you have in the high-rise building you have in Sokoto is like Jim Wobodo's Savannah Bank building, 3-story, which he built like that all over.
I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from.
So,
yeah.
So I don't want our people.
Yeah. We don't have.
I don't want our people to be scared because we know that what we are doing already is we are defeating them, because what IPOB is doing, what our leader is doing, the progress we are making in IPOB, led by Mazinam Bikan, we are already defeating them because they are worried, because those powers will definitely be stripped, because they know, maybe they don't know that we know all the secrets and all that. They just put those things there, and somebody sees there and is making things look as if we are, in fact, like many people of our people, especially these so-called leaders like governors, they feel that we are conquered, and some of them have been there and they see nothing and they come back. At the airport, you still carry your load on the head to enter plane. There's no screening and all that. So what is this Sokoto all about? So I want to tell our people that there is nothing to fear about Sokoto. There is nothing to fear about Ahmad Bello. Whatever he said, the North has not benefited from it. His own people, the Sokoto is the most, one of the most, it should be backward most, apart from Kebi, burning Kebi, which also has nothing. They are too close with 1.5 hour drive. They are all
your time
backward.
is up. Your time is up.
Yeah. So thank you very much. But
thank you.
I want to say that we talked about Christmas, and we said it's time that all of us, once again, like I'm putting it in my own way, it's time for all of us, once again, we all become children, because when Christmas comes, the fever gets into all of us. And so we are happy. And you talked about people going, it's time to be happy, it's time to be sad, because some people will not have.
Thank you.
So I want to add that if those who are sad also are people who know people at home, they have been abroad, they have been in maybe Lagos, in other states, and when they get home, they don't see those people again. Those who died during the year who will not be seen at Christmas. So thank you for, sounding, or rather throwing it nostalgically at us. I remember so many things I wanted to say about this Christmas. But
thank you.
Thank
you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, I know where he's going, but I'm sorry, it's not the environment, is the policy. The policy they instituted, the policy they put in place that is playing out today. Whether Sokoto is Paris or not, the policy of Bello is what is playing out, and that's what we are suffering from. Regardless of the environment that Sokoto looks like, it does not matter. It is the policy. So let's look into that speech one more time.
We must ruthlessly prevent a change of government. We must use the people of the Middle Belt as willing tools.
Ruthlessly deal with us. Do you see the ruthlessness in our streets, in our homes? Do you see the molestation that takes place when you are going to work, when you're going to market, when you are coming back, when you're going to your farm? Do you see what happens when you raise an issue about the government? They shut you up. They created many constituencies that outnumbers you. And do you see when they make statement, they tell you number. Politics is a question of number. Democracy, majority rules. And they increased their population. They counted the population of cows. And in the Senate, you cannot pass a damn bill. You can say what you want to say. Majority rules. And that is why they will ensure that you never rule over them. And those that you send cannot say anything. They cannot open their mouth. And this is what they have put in place. They changed the constitution in 1999 to further strengthen their grip, to prevent you from getting ahead. And you get our people talking about presidency, to be a president. When you had your own man, Jonathan, on the seat, what happened? They chased him out. They accused him of everything. And your sons in the army, they hated because you wanted to operate and instill calm and rule and order, because they are the people that operate without peace. And they will forbid you from finding your footings.
And the people of South has conquered territory, and never let them rule over us.
They have conquered you. They have conquered you. They will never let you rule over them. And that is why Britain jumps in when it's time for election. They will tell you Nigeria is the largest democracy. Vote for one Nigeria. The largest democracy that exhibit democratic principles with the barrel of the gun. Supplied by Britain, backed by Britain, trained by Britain. As of December 23, 2020. Their agenda is still on. Whether Sokoto has high-rise buildings or not. their agenda is still unfolding. You that is the target, you that is the victim, what are you doing? Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, my name is Mazi Chukodi. I'm sorry that I have to do what I did now. Mazi, this our brother that just called now. I think you give him the benefit of doubt. We wasted our time. We are not talking about the development in the north. We are not talking about what they have achieved as people. We are talking about the ideology and why everyone is in the bondage where we are today.
Mazi, I corrected him. Yeah, I corrected him. Yeah.
And why 5 million people were killed, and why people are still being killed up till now because of the ideology of Usman Dofodio. So that's the thing. So everyone that doesn't have anything to do to us, please must know how we do this.
Thank you very much. That's his take on it, but that's not the correct. And I corrected him. So that's that.
Never let them control their own future. Speech by Sir Ahmadu Bello on 12th October 1960.
They will never allow you control your future. How are they doing it? I told you to call and tell us how they will never allow you control your future. I told you to call. Tell us, as you know, how they are implementing that program. Never allow you to control your future, because if you understand it, if you actually understand the style they are using, you will know when it comes to you. You will know when they come to bribe you. You will know the tactics. That's why I told you, call and tell me how you understand what he said and how they are implementing it. It is still baffling to many people, but every day it happens in your presence. Do you see how much we can understand what is happening to us? Do you see that? Do you see how much we think that we know what is happening to us? Do you see how much you think we are in control of what is happening to us? No, we are not. Because these tactics are still in place and unfolding as we speak. And they are using your brothers, your fathers. I said it when I started. I use Christmas as an illustration, telling you the alarm in your brain, the alarm in the brain of children when it's time for Christmas. When it's time to save yourself, you set the alarm. When the children wake up, it's Christmas morning, they already set the alarm. You don't have to wake them up. We are adults. And every day our leader is shouting, wake up, it's time. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Hello?
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, hello there.
Good morning.
Good afternoon from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Welcome. Go ahead.
I'm Martin the VC, Okonkwo from Umoji, in Onitsha province of Biafra land. Martin Alozie, you started running this same audio from yesterday. That is wonderful. And today you're asking us how are they denying us of controlling our future. You see, everything in that audio is already functional in the system in there in the zoo. How are they denying us our future? Is when we elect, like in the case of Ihedioha and Uzodema, when we elect our leaders, they took them out and put their truth. And those that we elected that they could not change, they will turn them to sign their contracts, then start working against our wish. This is how they will never allow us to control our. So they give us our people. Today, when we are talking right, they were talking left. You see how they are presenting the next people, the President General. This is how they are denying us our future. So if we ever rely on what we are having in that contraption, then we are finished. Because the whole contract, the whole thing Ahmadu Bello said in that tape is on display. They are working on it. The only thing that is remaining now is for them to dip the Quran in the ocean. That's what is left. And we will not let it happen. It cannot happen. Never, not on this earth. So the Janjaweed, they will turn back where they are coming from, not on Biafra land. They will not take an inch of Biafra land. It's not possible.
Thank you.
So, Alozie, this is what hello?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, so this is what I have to, my input, yeah?
Yeah.
And thank you very much for the good work you are doing. You are taking it in one after the other, properly, yeah?
Thank you.
I greet all the friends, our Union Duma and the Canadian. Our school cabin will be always guiding you and your fun.
Sorry, we are out of time. No more phone calls because the phone has started to come more and more, and I can't take it. South Africa is coming next. It's question of understanding, and I needed the input, and the last caller gave me one. Recognize what they are using. Recognize the style, the tactics they are using. Then you know when it comes to you. If you want to say it tomorrow, go ahead. Tomorrow is now waiting to happen. Say it. Tomorrow is now waiting to happen. If that is the way you can put it out, we will accept it. And this is where we'll be ending today's program. We'll be on the air again tomorrow. And I thank all of you, all those that contributed. Follow our leader. Listen when he speaks. And ensure that you are doing what he wants done. This is the way we can go home. This is the way the Janjaweeds can be able to find their way back to where they come from. They are already in the sea, dipping Quran in the sea.